goodbye Iron Man, right? But nice dive here from Venom. Can they get anybody to back them up? Oh, Black Panther saying goodbye to Fee there. Great pick up. Can they take down the Captain America in the back line? Yes, they do. But look how well Team Cats are fighting this up close to the spawn room here. They know there's 2 minutes, 20 seconds here that they just need to continue to defend this point.
All right, looks like Lads are going to be able to pick this one up if nothing too strange happens. Dredro going to be chased out here. Actually uses their ultimate to touch the point. Uncanny play here from Dredro. Going to be playing himself sustain. Look how much healing's coming through and playing in their own terrain. Jeff for Landshark swallows up multiple members. Of course, Saipe, so he's going to be able to spit Dredro out to keep them contesting and remove the remainder of Lads from this point as well. A recontest is brave here from Team Cats, but of course they have the faith in themselves to try and make this one work. Nevix can move around the point unassuaged, as it were. Legendary pop for Galactic Legend is able to write their own tome in the style of Plato, as it's just knockout after knockout coming from the Element guns.
I'm sorry, I don't think that this is legal. They have managed to defend that point with a sliver of being able to capture it from the side of Lads. Team Cats with a heavy defense there, leg day. Galactic Legend used to perfection. Really well played, but they're very close to grabbing it with Lads. Very good effort. We're going to see Venom trying to continue to push onto that dive, but we see that rotation on the left-hand side from the rest of Lads.
All right, moving forward, Sparker has the Awakened Rune if any of need to use it. Brings up the Lightning Field, give it over a little bit of a slow. There it is. Burst given over onto Elite. Bucky never saw it coming. That's going to be a knockout. Just continuing to bully this Doctor Strange, demanding that the healers continue to look at this Vanguard and then turning upon the healers themselves and making sure those strategists have no strategy but returning to the spawn room.
Oh, and so is the rest of the Fee managing to pick up the Vanguards, and they have been backed up to this spawn room. They've got 38 seconds left on the clock, leg day, and I'm not sure they're going to be able to get on to that objective in time. We've just heard It's Jeff popping that ultimate. We do see the corner of the map. We're going to see it. They don't sacrifice themselves, but they do lock in at least one KO on Lunar Snow.
Oh, that's one of the few areas on this map where you actually have an environmental knockout available. Philly, under significant siege here. You're going to need more of a Liberty Bell to get out of this one, buddy. Lindstrom begins the storm of the century, and well, you're going FEMA are going to want words about this one. Nikhil falls victim to the winds that wave. And overtime is surely going to be soon over as, well, it's going to be a brave dash from the Cloak and Dagger towards the point. They aren't able to make the gauntlet happen, though.
Unfortunate. I like the decision from Cloak and Dagger. They knew they had to get on that point and they had to get on it. Now pop the Eternal Bond, try and use that speed to get there with, of course, that healing, but unable to do so. Much as the previous round leg day, Team Cats are taking that one straight off the bat.
Yeah, it's going to be Fi picking up our MVP as well. We don't see a huge amount of the Star-Lord in Europe compared to North America, where Star-Lord is near ubiquitous, at least as we saw in the North American Invitational, with it being one of Nightmare's premier set pieces when it comes to securing those backline picks. You can see Fi here going 27-2 with 12 final blows and a boatload of damage. 17k. No one on Lads even managed to break 10.
No, I mean, when you have one duelist that's able to output more damage than all the duelists on the other side, that is filthy. Like, a fantastic play from Team Cats there, and I think that, you know, the mighty battle of Team Cats versus Mungus would be quite interesting with the previous rounds we've just seen.
Yeah, but we're looking to maybe have that one of the grand finals if there are no breakout teams who are looking to try and disrupt the bracket a little bit later on. For Lads, this is a little bit of a unfortunate 256 round draw. Two teams have got to go up against our top pair, unfortunately. It's going to happen one way or the other. But luckily, you guys at home get to have a look at what some of the best players in the world are doing in Marvel Rivals, and you can take an even closer look using our replay viewer in the client as well, if you want to see how these players are utilizing their heroes to the best of their ability, how to get the most value out of that. And then maybe it's going to be you in the next tournament who's able to bring it to them and dethrone Team Captain Schmungus. However, when it comes to these players getting the best out of their heroes, we've already compiled the greatest highlights available to make sure that you're always seeing the best. Feast your eyes on this one.
trapping all those fighting souls. But yet, across the world, I see you standing in my way. And remember the time, the place we used to fight, like the sun and moon. And I wonder if ever there was a time that we were friends. The night has fallen, shadows looming, and yes, that time has come for me to seek you out. We are set now for our last reunion. Break the chains, find your way, come find me. Do you remember who you really are? Show me that you are still the only one for me. I'll be waiting for you. Wake up, open your eyes, raising up your fists and smashing through time walls. Before the rift splinters again, we are rebels till the end. Rise up, open your mind, hold on to your powers. No one can stop us. We are rivals till the end of time. We will clash, no matter where. We will fight, reaching across time and space. 'Cause you are my destiny to the end. See the dawn, the flames burning brightly, shining on those memories. And yes, across all time I see you turning the tides. And do you see now, our time, our turn, we can still fight like the wind and fire. And wonder no more, that now is the only time your heart is mine. Light has fallen, darkness grows, and yes, we fight for our destiny and fate. New days smiling for the past and future. Break those chains, lead the way, fight with me. And when you wake up, open your eyes, raising up your fists and smashing through time walls. Before the rift splinters again, we are rebels till the end. Rise up, open your mind, hold on to your powers. No one can stop us. We are rivals again until the end of time. Show me that you are still the only one that matters for me. I'll be waiting for you. Wait up, open your hands, holding on to your heart. Look inside you. Can you feel it? The sparks in you. And it up, unleash it up. Wake up, open your eyes, raising up your fists and smashing through time walls. Before the rift splinters yet again, we are rivals till the end. And rise up, open your mind, hold on to your powers. No one can stop us. We are rivals till the end of time. Remember the dusk, the lights gripping tightly, trapping all those fighting souls. But yet, across the world, I see you standing in my way. And remember the time, the place we used to fight, like the sun and moon. And I wonder if ever there was a time that we were friends. The night has fallen, shadows looming, and yes, that time has come for me to seek you out. We are set now for our last reunion. Break the chains, find your way, come find me. Do show me that you are still the only one that matters for me. I'll be waiting for you. Wait up, open your hands, holding on to your heart. Look inside you. Can you feel it? The sparks in you. Ready to unleash it all. Wake up, open your eyes, raising up a fist and smashing through time walls. Before the rift splinters yet again, we are rivals to the end. And rise up, open your minds, hold on to your powers. No one can stop us. We are rivals till the end of time. Remember the dusk, the lights gripping tightly, trapping all those fighting souls. But yet, across the world, I see you standing in my way. And remember the time, the place we used to fight, like the sun and moon. And I wonder if ever there was a time that we were friends. The night has fallen, shadows looming, and yes, that time has come for me to seek you out. We are set now for our last reunion. Break the chains, find your child!
From closed beta to full release, Team Cats haven't missed a single step. After winning our closed beta tournament, they came into this one as a absolute favorite, and from what I've just seen, they've still got it.
Yeah, that they do, buddy. I mean, you mentioned it earlier, of course, it is top 256 right now. There's two people that have to go up against the runner-up and the winner of the closed beta tournament, War of the Realms, and it's an unfortunate luck of the draw, but at least Team Cats and Smung has shown us why they are the current best in this EU region.
Yeah, might have been a teaser for the eventual finals here in Europe. Of course, we've got our top teams in Europe, but that was a closed beta, and now that we're in a full release and anyone can play, then maybe there are people who can come in and disrupt who we consider to be the best players in the world for Marvel Rivals. You look at any esports scene a couple of months, couple of years on from where it started, and rarely you're going to see the same names at the top. People begin to either fall off or be supplanted by those who are coming in with maybe they're younger with greater talent, maybe they've got better reaction speeds, maybe they have a different understanding of the meta and how the game works. So it's by no means a guaranteed win at any juncture for Team Cats and Schmungus, but until they start to actually take some bruises, we've got to kind of assume they're going to win.
Yeah, you kind of got to take that approach of pretty much, in any game they come up against, they will be the overdogs. But as you said, there's a lot going on here, but we're going to head on into this next game. Let's see what they stick with for these pick and bans. It's going to be Talon versus Cancel here.
Okay. I don't know if that's the Frogger. I would assume that Frogger would be playing in North America if Australian Frogger was playing from my previous scene. Yeah, Talon versus Cancel. I don't recognize many names here. Maybe Hoffman. I think I may have actually seen Hoffman play previously. a very good Groot in tournaments past. So I'll be keeping an eye on that one in particular.
Yeah, looks like ban-wise here, we're going to say goodbye to Doctor Strange, which we see pretty much every game, right? Like, they, of course, the accessibility of that portal, but also the shield being one of the best in the game. So, really surprised at that ban. Usually both teams like to take it.
Oh, the Great Protect as well. Okay. My Hoffman theory starting to gain some legs here. Interesting Loki ban, actually. And like you said, Doctor Strange is, it's not an unknown ban, but Doctor Strange has been like a cornerstone of competitive Marvel rivals for as long as it's been a thing, really. Not only the mass of that shield, but also the reliability of being able to bring it out at a moment's notice on the right click to be able to block incoming ultimates is just so useful. And with Doctor Strange being off the field, we might see both of our teams go into a supplemental shield hero in Magneto to really fill that Vanguard frontline role.
Yeah, I think that's really interesting. I feel like the power of that shield to deflect the ultimates coming your way is just so strong, but it does seem like Talon kind of making their decision on whether they want to go for that or rotate actually onto the Groot. No, they're going to go back to the Magneto, have access to that, and yeah, there is our current matchup for this round.
First time on stream today, we're going to be seeing our Wakandan Empire Convergence map. Going to be trying to take the statue of T'Challa all the way to the end. Talon's going to be starting off on the defense here. And unsurprisingly, we're seeing Penny Parker, who seems to thrive most of the time in these defensive positions where you can prematurely set up that spider nest and create a fun minefield, a very fun minefield for everyone to step into and frolic within.
I'm sure that's how Cancel sees that minefield 100%. We're going to put these
someone's going to have some
down.
fun mines.
Fun mines as you step out onto the point. They put the webs down as well, and we see them preparing that nest perfectly hidden just around that bridge. But of course, it is a destructible environment like they, so they get rid of the bridge straight away, allowing them to have a clearer line of sight with Punisher putting up the turret with some great AoE damage.
Yeah, there's going to be some nice lines of sight here for Kaiser. And the more you can distract people with the damage coming through from the Punisher, the less likely they are to see these mines. But of course, seeing that incoming damage, it's easily mitigated. Frog are going to try their best to defend their fellow duelist over here. But look at all that damage coming through from Hugo's. No one shot the Ankh, and you've made that mistake many a time in your ranked games, I'm sure. So it's going to be knockout after knockout here, surely, for Frogger as he takes the corner. Hugos is not ready for it. Can't hit the shots against the Moon Knight. Takes to the skies. Out goes a big crescent blade. And while he's going to have to try and get some distance away from Gainer to remove the damage from that Magneto, can just set up again a new Ankh, a new day, a new threat presented to the Cancel offense.
Yeah, Frogger dropping absolute bits on damage here. Those Ankhs are doing so much work, positioning themselves so they can just drop it on down. And look at that. Perfect example of how your duelist should lock in these KOs. And now they've backed up Cancel back onto their spawn line here, of course. And Punisher with their sneaky around the side to take that KO.
Yeah, and Kaiser being able to pick up that KO means that they are very close to their judge, jury, and executioner going for their full war suit. And that's going to be particularly dangerous against Hoffman, who's going to have to tank a huge amount of that damage. Gainer can tank admittedly an unlimited amount using the magnetic barrier, but it's only up for 2 seconds, and the transformation is considerable from the Punisher.
I do like the top round that they're currently taking on the side of Talon, but of course we do have the Mantis here. Mantis, of course, great strategist for healing, but also a great strategist for that damage. They are dropping, and here's that final judgment. They've taken 1 KO. Can they get any more? Rain the damage down, baby. That's a double KO for Kaiser. A fantastic defense on this point. They've got the group down. The tree has been felled. Fantastic play from Kaiser.
Hoffman, I think, might have regretted going for that little bit of poke from the back. Just like, is there any way we can talk about this? Timeout, maybe. Just have a quick chat about it. A disengage here from Talon, returning to their defensive positions. That's where their Penny is best. But now Cancel have a continuous amount of ultimates, a huge amount of resources available to try and take this.
Yeah, and the difficulty is there's not really anywhere obvious for you to hide that nest. We do see the final judgment coming from the other side. Khonshu has been let loose from Frogger as they try and push onto this point. We do see this Magneto get away, but the Meteor M comes in. Can they get that into the background? We have a separation. They do get a KO with it. They're continuing to push onto the strategist there, Leg Day. Of course, Frogger doing what Frogger has done the entirety of this game so far. Just drop this consistent damage with those Anks, but the strategists are just in the backline, keeping the rest of Kansel up and ready to roll onto this point.
Crescent darts might bounce around, but it's not enough to save Jarakel from their own knockout. Talon sent scattered to the four winds at the end of point A here, and surely Kansal are going to be able to secure this one, get that statue moving, and now moving into Streets phase, the angles are going to start to get a little bit more varied. There are a couple of high grounds to play around here, as well as some nifty little flanks to try and get yourself some space in the backline. Frogger's going to be looking to make the most use of those off the back of those Anks.
Yeah, I like the fact that you've got to watch every corner as we push through onto this map here. Of course, Hoffman up front trying to block any of this damage coming their way. Just allow that objective to continue to progress while you take all that damage into those walls and use that melee as well. So, great decision from Hoffman. Crazy Dragon just dropping a huge amount of damage in the background as Winter Soldier. So much coming out of that revolver, but here we go. We do have to see it up on the field. Khonshu gets let loose onto the payload Leg Day, and that's going to take some clean KOs for Frogger.
Yeah, Crazy Dragon not crazy about that one. Nice movement here from Kaiser, using the Scourge Grenade in midair to actually get a quick movement stop. Unlimited ammo and fire rate getting ever higher means knockout after knockout is on the docket here for Kaiser. See ya. The Cosmic Yarn Amplifier brings up the damage for all of Kansal as they move forward. The Asteroid M down onto multiple. Triox taken down the second that they try and pop their ultimate. There was nothing to be done, and it's going to be the Cloak and Dagger who've actually lost out on all that territory claiming. And Frogger now, even with the attempt at stealth, is going to be knocked out in the end. A touch here is going to be a lot to ask for from Talon's slow comp.
I love that. Kansal, they throw up the seer, and Gainer says, see you later, to them pushing that objective. Fantastic play from them, and now we're going to try and push into this spawn room, of course.